Yeah, I thought this makeup was so cute. And then I looked in the mirror. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube. It's your girl Ria, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling my most memorable drunk story. So basically, let me preface, this did take place before I was 21. I lived in Florence for 4 months. I did a study abroad program when I was in college. And basically, so we became low-key locals. We came, my friend Grace, who I adore, hey Grace, she put me on to this bar named Namia. Namia was giving out like two 50-euro drinks, which in American dollars is like $4, and like $3 and €3 shots, which is like $4. So super cheap. And we haven't gone there. So we went one October night to Namia, and me and Jess, my other roommate who I adore, me, Jess, and Riley were like the drinkers of the group. Like, we love to drink, and that was our thing. Well, this particular night, me and Jess's drink of choice, sorry y'all, this freaking hair is like killing me right now. Her drink of choice was Long Island iced teas. Whew, baby, I'm getting flashbacks just thinking about this night. We basically decided to have Long Island iced teas, and between our Long Island iced teas, we had tequila shots. So you can tell how this night about to go. So we do about 3 tequila shots into full Long Island iced teas. So Namia had a happy hour, and it would start at 9. So we would go at 9. And so I was probably drunk. The last thing I remember was at around 10:30. We decided to go to the club, and we were in the bathroom. Me and my bestie boo, Cheyenne, or Shy as I call her. We were in the bathroom. We created a snap, which I might have to find the video and insert it like somewhere in the vicinity of me dancing and having fun. And then I remember we were leaving to go to the club. I remember we were going to go to the club because we were all feeling it. We were all like a little tipsy. I thought I was just tipsy. And like, we were feeling it. So I remember being like, oh my God, where's Shy? Because she wasn't outside and I didn't see her. And like, that's my, okay. So I had to have constant eyes on her. So I found her. That's it. Okay. So I'm going to tell the story from my perspective, and then I'm going to come back and tell you what actually happened. So I remember we go into the club, we talking to these African guys on the walk there, and they're being super annoying. And I'm just like, can they get away from us? I remember getting to the club, and I remember like dancing for a little bit. And then I remember I got really, really, really tired out of nowhere. And I remember I sat down. Then flash forward, I remember being outside on the ground. Like, I'm too drunk for this. I just wish we could go. Like, I wish I could climb in a cab, because that was the thing about living in Italy. We walked everywhere. The club we were at was literally like a 25-minute walk from where we lived, but we walked everywhere because like taking cabs was not the big thing there. So I'm like, like, I have to freaking walk. I already had told myself I have to walk home. So because I had to walk home, I was like, I wish I could take a cab home. But I don't want to get in the cab by myself. I'm wasted. I remember literally sinking, like sliding down the wall outside, because I look up and everyone's fighting. And like my roommates are fighting. Like these guys are fighting. And I'm just like, bro. And I remember like Jess coming up to me and being like, Rian, like, come on. And I'm like, I just want to go home. All these people are fighting. I remember walking home. I remember face planting on my bed. And then I woke up the next morning. Now, let's reverse back to what actually happened. So I was super drunk, like so drunk. We started walking. We meet these African guys along the way. And According to my friends, I start egging them on to kiss my friends. And I'm like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. And then I'm like, wait, let's think about it. I would do that. That is something I would tell my friends to do. I'm very pro making bad decisions when it comes to those type of things. So I definitely would do something like that. I basically was trying to egg this African man on to kiss Jess. Jess was single at the time. The only person who wasn't single in our household was Riley. So I'm egging them on. Me and Riley are wasted. Far beyond. Jess was wasted at this time too. We're like far beyond our comprehension of drunk. Well, I'm egging these African guys on. They're following us. Jess and Cheyenne are weirded out. I'm like, whatever. Like, me and Riley are like, kiss the dude. We're all single. Who cares? I'm not going to kiss him, but you go right ahead. Then, I guess my roommates decided that I was like too drunk to like function. So they take us to this Mexican place that we went to. I can't even remember the name of it, but it was like good Mexican. I ate nachos and they made me eat nachos. I do not like, y'all, when I tell you no recollection of nachos. Apparently I ate a plate of nachos. They made me eat the whole plate. Do I remember it? No. Was it probably amazing? Absolutely, because I love Mexican food. So, I'm eating them nachos and then we continue to walk to the club. We get to the club. So the thing about the Italians is that if you're too drunk, they will not let you in. Apparently I was so drunk that Cheyenne waited outside with me for 15 minutes until they thought I was sober enough to go into the club. I'm so embarrassed about this story and it's been 2 years. But I was like drunk beyond comprehension. But so we go in the club and I'm excited. I'm ready to dance. And then Cheyenne tells me I immediately want to go home. I wanted to go home in the line, but then she talked me out of it and I got over it. But then I immediately wanted to go home again. So I went and sat down in VIP. The guys had literally kicked me out of VIP. Jess at this point had sobered up. Me and Riley are still super drunk, but Jess is sobered up. And so she decides to take care of me. Jessica, we've already discussed this so many times, but I am so sorry for what happens next. So we go outside and I'm so drunk, y'all. So drunk. So drunk. I start trying to call a cab with my hand. Imagine you walk outside and you see a person being like, yes, can I go to 13 Aprile? Because that was our address. 13 Aprile? Jess was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm trying to call a cab home because I don't want to walk. She was like, Rian, Cheyenne has your phone. Cheyenne took my phone because, I forgot to mention this. So I was so drunk. I already am a clumsy person. Let's start there. But when I get drunk, I get real clumsy. And apparently I kept falling and I kept dropping a bunch of stuff. So Shy took all my stuff so that I wouldn't drop it on the streets of Italy and then be sick that it's been abandoned. I'm trying to call a cab with my hand because Cheyenne has my phone. Cool. The secondhand embarrassment of this is just so bad. I try to call, I'm literally so drunk that I'm trying to call a taxi with my hand. Jess is outside like, Rian, you cannot call a cab with your hand. I start arguing with her. We start going back and forth. Me and Jess are arguing back and forth because I can't seem to get it through my head that I can't call a cab with my hand. And I can't, to me, she couldn't get it through her head that I don't want to walk home. I want a taxi. She goes back in to tell Cheyenne, look, I need help because Rian's super drunk. She comes back outside and she's talking to me. Cheyenne is inside rounding up everybody to go home because at this point I basically ruined everyone's night by being the super wasted, pissy drunk. A man comes up to Jess and basically was making fun of me because I'm trying to call this cab with my hand. And she's like, no, leave her alone. She's just drunk. He tries to touch her. She hits him. He tries to touch her. She pushes him and was like, look, dude, you need to back up. Leave her alone. The dude pushes Jess. Jess pushes the man back. And the man punches Jessica in the face, y'all. In the face. Smack dead in the face. And at this point, Cheyenne had made it outside and she was grabbing Riley and was like, Riley, if you want to stay, I know you're drunk, you're having a good time. She saw over Riley's shoulder Jess get punched in the face. She took off. The boys we were with took off. They start fighting the Italians. And like basically like Jess is crouched in a corner. I'm screaming like, why is everybody fighting? And Jess is in a corner being crouched down because she got punched in the face. Y'all, it literally left a black eye on Jess's face. They fought, like they started to fight. Jess was in a corner. Riley was confused like me. I was confused. Then Cheyenne ended up being pushed into a car. The Italian police almost got called. Like, it was really a brawl in the middle of the streets of Florence. All because I was a pissy fucking drunk. So then Jess, you know, calms down and we walk home. We make it home. I was so drunk that my mom was worried. Like, my mom was texting Shy like, is she okay? And we lived up, I'm not even exaggerating, y'all. It had to be 1, 2. It was like 6 flights of steps because Italy doesn't have elevators. So I walked my drink ass up 6 flights of steps, passed out with my booty in the air in a romper. Shy had to undress me. I literally slept naked. I woke up the next morning still drunk. Then proceeded, like Jess was, so the next morning I wake up and I'm still drunk and Riley's still drunk and we're all like, what happened last night? Like, I'm like laughing about it. Jess walks around the corner of our apartment into our living room with a black eye. And I'm like, bro, what happened? And she's like, I don't even want to talk to you right now. Like, she was super pissed at me. And then Shy had explained the story and I was like, oh my God. And I started crying because I felt so bad. Like, you never want your friend to get punched in the face, but like, I was so drunk I couldn't even help it. Like, and to this day, that's one of the main reasons why I don't even get blackout anymore. Like, I've only gotten blackout one more time after that, and it was my 21st birthday, but I will never do it again because of that. Like, that was just so traumatizing for everybody involved. And then we went on a wine tour that I scheduled. Went on a wine tour, I threw up. I forced myself to throw up because I was still drunk. And I felt so much better. I'm like, oh, I can do this wine tour. Yes. No. We get to the 3rd winery and I was like not feeling well. We had been through this hot country. There was no AC on the bus. I was going through it. In the middle of the vineyard, y'all. The vineyard where the grapes are. The vineyard where the wine grapes grow. I threw up. In front of everybody. In front of the entire wine tour, which wasn't just my friends. It was literally anybody from Florence. I threw up in the vineyard. I threw up coming up the vineyard. And I threw up in the bathroom. And my friends, thank God for the saviors that they are. They tell everybody, oh, she just ate some pork. And she hadn't been eating it for a while. And it just probably made her really, really sick. No, guys, I was so hungover. I threw up everything. And, you know, I was 20 when that all happened. I am now 22. I've only been blackout drunk one more time, and it was my 21st birthday, which I don't ever want to tell that story either. I'm comfortable with that one because, 1, it happened in a foreign country. 2, me and Jess are like still really, really close. And like after everything happened, she totally understands. She also was there for my 21st birthday. So she's literally watched a recollection of me being pissy drunk. I also took care of her when she was blackout. Like, we're really good friends. And 3, because I mean, I lived my best life. I also think it was funny because I drank some more before I drank this. But that was it. That was pretty much it. So that was my story of my drunk time in Italy. If you guys want to hear any more Italian adventure stories, let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you know every time that I post. So, yeah. Give this video a like. Let me know what y'all want to see. Okay. Good night, guys. Am I a real guru or what?